This is a special presentation for the Bleav in Pro Wrestling podcast. Here's Rick Ucchino on the Bleav Podcast Network.
What is going on, you guys? Rick Ucchino here, SB Nation Bleav Podcast Network. We are here at the WrestleMania Press Junket, and you know my guests at this time. They are NXT superstars Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn. Excuse me. Let me do that again. I'm sorry.
Keep it going. People got it wrong.
I was at the finish line.
You could have called me Alba Fyre.
Yeah.
I could have called you Kaylee Ray. Trust me.
I nearly done that in a live show once.
Oh, no. I mean, that's got to be kind of hard, though, to break. That's a habit for us to break when there are characters.
Name as well, shoot names Kaylee. So it was really hard. Like, for weeks, people were calling me Alba, and apparently I was just ignoring them. But it's hard to get it into your... Like, that is what I respond to when someone shouts now, so, yeah.
No, because I've known her as Kaylee Ray for however many years, so being like, yeah, Alba. I'm like, constantly.
Seeing that, though, it has been a good little, I don't want to say refresh, but it's been like, okay, we can try something different from here. Like, this isn't Kaylee Ray anymore, it's Alba Fyre, and I can go in different directions with that and not be so thingy to, no, it has to be Kaylee Ray.
This is Kaylee Ray's, yeah.
I mean, my day job is in radio, and most of those people, they don't use their actual names. I've always used my real first name. Not always been the case for the last name. I couldn't do a different real name. I just could not do it. So I have to go with my first name. That would be way too difficult to break. You guys have been killing it in NXT as a tag team, and you guys really seem like you have a lot of fun working with one another, whether it's against one another or with one another. Take me through the process, though, of putting together those ritual videos that you guys have been doing here.
A few people have asked about that, and it's kind of we're just having fun with it. We're seeing different things from not just like one movie or anything, but different aspects of mythology and sometimes religion as well. And it's just throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. As you said, we're having fun, so I really do think that's translating.
We're trying to see what entertains us and what we'll enjoy, and if that's translating, then that's perfect because we're just having fun doing what we're doing.
How long does it typically take for you guys to get that? Are you guys like one take kind of people, or?
Depends. It depends what bullshit we're on now.
It's fine.
Please.
That is the issue as well, because I have a lot of fun with each other, so we'll bounce off each other, and you can see the camera person's maybe like, okay.
Right, really sorry, we're ready to go, we're professionals, we've got this.
Is it ad? Do you guys have bullet points? Is it ad lib, script out?
It just depends sometimes. Sometimes we have a wee bit more of a think about it and get more on paper. Sometimes it's just like bullet points and we're like, right, this is what we want to hit. But it really just, again, depends on the situation. If I'm going to do a live promo on NXT, I prefer to have a wee bit more of an idea of what I'm saying rather than just bullet points. Some people are the opposite. Some people just like their bullet points and like to ramble.
I feel like as well, everything we're doing, because we've got so much of a hand in it and it's so much of kind of our baby and our stuff, we're trusted by everybody above and there's a good level of communication with everything. It's all really natural, so it's just, it happens and it works, and we're just...
give them more than they need as well. So if we give them more and they don't like this part, well, they can use that part.
You can always edit out. You can't add stuff back in.
Exactly. Yep.
Isla Dawn, you spent the first 4 years of your career over in NXT UK. You've now come over here. How's the transition been here in the States for you?
I have loved every minute of it. For so long I was in NXT UK, and we were kind of like the underground, where not as many people watched us, not as many people had heard of us, and especially for me, I wasn't one of the people that was coming out a lot to do stuff in America or do that.
Ones that started with NXT,
I always just felt kind of hidden away, but in that process, I found myself and I found my character, and yeah, I love it.
Not anymore. I'm going to show her to the world.
But I managed to find myself there, and then now I feel like I've transitioned and I feel a bit more confident and a bit more whole and a bit more settled in myself.
Confidence in the past few months, I remember standing ringside to watch a match with Tatum, and she's always had the skill, but I feel like the confidence is there now to show it, and you keep going, oh no, but that is what it is, having the confidence to do it. Sean saying, like, we brought you here to be you, go and be you, and you're being you, and that's really good to see.
It's also like coming here and having people like Alba and like the other UK people like that have kind of paved the way for us. It's like having her there as a support and then getting to work with her so much and getting to team with her. It's just like, and that's eased the transition so much.
Now, you guys are both products of NXT UK, which unfortunately isn't really there anymore. Yeah. How'd you guys feel when basically it was for lack of a better term, it was shuttered, but it's going to come back as something different?
It's going to come back as NXT Europe. Yeah. Obviously gutted with some friends that aren't with us anymore and stuff like that. For ourselves and the career we had there, we try to make it the best possible, and I feel like that's all we can do is try and make everything that we touch the best thing that we can. And hopefully Europe is the same experience for the people that will be doing that, because that for us, that's helped us just get to here and where we need to be.
Yeah. I know for a fact that everything I like in wrestling and as a person now is like was all formed in NXT UK, and like the people I worked with and the people that I socialised with, and it, like that made me, and I'm like, it was the perfect kind of breeding ground for all of us. So I think Europe, if it's got even like half of the heart, it's going to be I was going to swear there. I know.
Fine, this is for the internet.
But yeah, so hopefully, like, I think it'll come back bigger and better, and there's so much like push behind it, and like the stuff that they're working on for it already seems like it's going to be mental. So, and hopefully we get some faces returning for it, and yeah, that would be
Well,
nice.
there was quite an infusion of NXT UK talent that came over to NXT and joined you guys as well.
Actually, like, sorry, I'm stuck in my hair. We're saying that, like, the amount of NXT UK talent that are here right now, or on main, you know what I mean? Like, Piper Niven being able to come straight here and go straight to Raw.
Yeah. She was the first one, I believe, right?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Proud of you, pal. But there's so many of us here, like, this weekend, that there's definitely something in the water over in the UK.
You look at Butch. Rhea was part of NXT UK, first women's champion, on Stand and Deliver, like, nearly, I think, bar like 2 matches, every match has an NXT UK person in it. Like, I think it's only the Gargano, Grayson, and the main event that don't. Like, it's the UK has literally taken over.
I'll maybe accept Gargano. It's all right. Australian's all right. All right.
I kind of accept him too. I'm from Cincinnati. He's from Cleveland, so we're both Ohio people. So it's But I'm from the better city. It's okay. It's fine. Now, if I did my research correctly, you're from Glasgow.
Yeah.
You are from Paisley?
Yes, born in Paisley.
Yes. All right. So what's the best thing about growing up in Scotland?
So we gave a list earlier. We said Iron Brew, tablets, Still Game TV show, and Billy Connolly.
That's what I the exact same.
Same exact.
We formed the list earlier.
If you want to know why they work so well together, it's in and of itself. But Stand and Deliver weekend, obviously a big moment for you guys going for the tag team championships. But you go back and you look at Stand and Deliver last year. Yeah. There are so many people who are on that card. You were on that card, by the way. Hell of a match. Enjoyed it. But so many people there. You look at Gunther and LA Knight, for that matter. Now they're both on the main roster. Gunther's got a big match at WrestleMania. Is it kind of in your head what a big performance this weekend might be able to lead to? Who knows what happens a year from now?
Next year we want to be standing here doing these interviews we use actually on WrestleMania. It's amazing to be here and be part of the WrestleMania weekend and be on Stand and Deliver. But the goal is Mania, and I hope next year we did it! Yay!
It feels like the first step, and we've not been a tag team for long. Like, it's literally.
Sorry, I keep saying that, like, we're manifesting it, but no, we're going to make it happen, right? I'm saying it now. We're not going to manifest anything. We're going to go and we're going to work for it, and we're going to be here next year for WrestleMania.
Well, like, it needs to happen. Genuinely, I'm like, it just feels like the natural progression of things is we just need to keep talking and going up and up and up and up, and that's what we want.
Look, in personal opinion, the main roster needs badass women's tag teams, for sure. And also, just me personally, when they announced there was supposed to be an NXT Dublin show, right, before things all went to hell, I'm sitting here like, okay, can we get, at the time, Kaylee Ray versus Becky Lynch, please? And I'm looking at Becky Lynch being one half of the tag team champions. Now, I want to try to manifest. You want to talk about manifestation?
Great position then, and I was just selfishly, I want a match with Becky.
You still want that match with Becky, let's be honest.
Come on, be realistic here. And I'm like, I'm sorry, okay.
That would have been amazing, though.
Amazing, Yeah, but then like you go into thingies like I was champion, she was champion at the time. It like raises a lot of things. You want to give the fans a good match and no any like bullshit or anything just because to chat, you know. So I can see the point. I can see why it was like Kaylee. I was like, okay, sorry.
So like in all honesty, like I'm sitting here checking out like the process of putting together to get a passport just at the prospect of that match because I would have wanted to have been there to see that match. So hopefully we get it in the U.S.
Like I'd love to work her one day. Like I mean, I feel like anybody does because she's at the top of her game. Like there's a few of them just now that are at the top that I've never got to work, and I would just love to go in and work.
And it's like, again, I've said it a few times. Like she's one of the people that done independence, came through NXT. And worked her way to where she is, and she's just like she's one of the like the paths to follow. Like she's just an
incredible human being as well. I've had the pleasure of meeting her for all of like 5 minutes, but you can just tell.
You can just tell. Like she's come into the performance center a couple of times, and she'll just like sit and chat, and she's just lovely. She's just a genuinely nice person. Yeah.
Well, this conversation has been lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Alba Fyre Isla Dawn. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.